Okay, hello and welcome back to an academy. So let's crack NEET PG. Last day we covered about the Staphylococcus and we in detail covered everything about the Staphylococcus. Today we'll cover about the Streptococcus and what are the important NEET PG questions that comes from the Streptococcus and again then the Streptococcus, Staphylococcus image-based session will be taken later on. So starting with the today's session, as we know, the Unacademy is the India's largest learning platform. Okay. Unacademy, as you know, that it is India's largest learning platform with topmost educators for every subject and that too for every branch to help you prepare for the NEET PG preparation. All right, and around 25,000 MCQs are being prepared for the NEET PG students, and that too by the topmost educators that they work day and night to help you prepare with the NEET PG, and so that you can analyze the performances and can do the TNDs and do the test and discussions to help you evaluate the preparation for the coming examinations. All right, and you can assess both the live and the recorded sessions, and soon you will be able to assess all the recorded class anytime and everywhere, and you need to carry your device and everything will be in your hand. All right, specifically for those students who are at the periphery and they have the shortage of the time and they are doing JR shift, because now generally after the NEET PG examination they tend to join hospitals, and they also need to prepare again if they are not getting good college or rank something, so they can assess their videos whenever they feel so. Soon, printed notes will be coming, and that too with the icon subscriptions. Before 11th, it was with the plus subscriptions as well. Those who are subscribed with the plus must be getting soon the printed notes. All right. Okay, now as we know that the Prep Ladder has been collaborated with the Unacademy, and Prep Ladder is one of the greatest education app, education platform for the NEET PG with the short rapid revision courses. The rapid revision courses of this Prep Ladder are very famous for the NEET PG aspirants. Even during my time, the Prep Ladder rapid revision shorts was something that those who have actually not prepared so much and they need to prepare within the last 4 to 3 months, and they actually use the rapid revisions and notes and the snapshots of the prep letter, because this is something that is concise within a few videos lectures and within a single notes copy. Okay, you get clinical and the integrated essentials with the video lectures, with the Q banks, with the rapid revision and the treasures, with an academy's well structured live batch recorded sessions and the competitive TNDs and printed notes. For the 4 year subscriptions, now there is a price hike, so it will cost you around something 65, and for the this iconic around 75,000, and it is very economical compared to 4 year is something huge investment for the 4 years. Specifically, they can be used by second year, third years, so that because they have plenty of the times to clear out their basics. All right. Now you can boost your PG prep with the Unacademy, because 12 month के साथ 2 months totally free subscriptions, and with the 24 it is the 4 month subscriptions that is totally free given by the Unacademy and not provided by any other education platform. You can follow your favorite educator on the Unacademy app or on the YouTube and get notified whenever they take a video lectures, and just follow them and help yourself and do your basics clear. Use my code Muskan10 to get for 1 year. It is around 38,000 after final discount, and for 18 months 42,750. For 24 months it is 47,250. For 36 months it is 56,250, and for 4 year it is around 65,250. All right. Okay, chalo, we'll read now about the streptococcus. Now, first, some basic points about the streptococcus. So, as I told you, this is how I teach. First, we'll cover up the streptococcus by NEET PG point of view, and later we'll cover out the theoretical part from the standard book. All right. Now, ठीक है, नाउ विल टॉक अबाउट द स्ट्रेप्टोकोकस. द स्ट्रेप्टोकोकस क्या है? ग्राम पॉजिटिव cocci. All right, that is a gram positive cocci, and that is what arranged in pairs. Okay, some video audio was not clear. Something. Okay, so I guess okay. So audio was something. There was problem with the audio. I guess now it's clear. ओके, सो हमने स्ट्रेप्टोकोकस की जब बात की थी, दैट स्ट्रेप्टोकोकस क्या है? ग्राम पॉजिटिव कोकाई है, दैट इज अरेंज्ड इन व्हाट? द पेयर्स और द चेन्स. दिस इज द बेसिक एंड दिस विल हेल्प अस. जब अपन स्लाइड देखेंगे द इमेज बेस्ड क्वेश्चंस अबाउट द स्ट्रेप्टोकोकस, देन विल चेक आउट फॉर द case streptococcus and how to differentiate from the staphylococcus, because they are the clusters, while the streptococcus are what? They are present in the chains. All right. ठीक है, अब जब बात करते हैं अपन स्ट्रेप्टोकोकस, दे आर कोकस, सो दे आर व्हाट? नॉन मोटाइल. ओके, एंड दे आर व्हाट? नॉन capsulated. They are what? Non-motile and non-capsulated. But sub streptococcus, they are not all are uncapsulated. इसमें से कुछ capsulated भी हैं, and these are what? The A, B, C and D subgroup of the beta hemolytic streptococcus. ठीक है, दैट इज बीटा hemolytic streptococcus. They are what? Capsulated. इसके अलावा streptococcus pneumococci, will read at that they are also capsulated, and therefore they are responsible for what? Various valence factors that are showing in the patient. And all right, so they are what? Capsulated. That is, we have to remember, this is also an important question, कि beta subgroups or A, B, C, D of beta hemolytic subgroups and the streptococcus pneumococci, they are all capsulated. Important test that is to differentiate is that they are what? Catalase negative and the oxidase negative. ठीक है, अपना जब स्टैफ पढ़ा था, देन दिस इज अ बेसिक टेस्ट दैट वी क्लासिफाई द स्टैफ एंड द स्ट्रैप की स्टेफाइलोकोकस जो होता है ना, कैटलेस पॉजिटिव होता है. ठीक है, उसके पास कैटलेस एंजाइम होता है जो H2O को तोड़ के H2O plus O2 and therefore we check the bubbling. ठीक है, when we inoculate the staphylococcus. ठीक है, this is the important test, please remember it. This is very important that it is what? Catalase negative, and they only grow on enriched media. ठीक है, ये ऑल्सो बेसिक डिफरेंस है अपना स्ट्रेफाइलो. जब हमने स्टैफ पढ़ा था तो उसमें देखा था दे कैन ऑल्सो ग्रो ऑन द बेसल मीडिया. ठीक है, बाकी एनरिच मीडिया सेलेक्टिव मीडिया तो है ही है, बट स्ट्रेप्टोकोकस दे ओनली ग्रो ऑन द एनरिच मीडिया, दे विल नॉट ग्रो ऑन द बेसिक मीडिया, एंड दे आर व्हाट? कैटलेज नेगेटिव. ठीक है, they will grow under the aerobic condition mainly. जब अपन पढ़ेंगे about the selective medias and the enriched media and the blood agar, so they grow under the aerobic condition. Now coming next with the, जब अपन classification करेंगे, when we do the classification of streptococcus, ठीक है, they are what? On the basis of what? Classification हमने कैसे किया streptococcus का? On the basis of the growth on the horse blood agar, ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ हॉर्स ब्लड अगार कल्चर के बेसिस पे अपन ने तीन क्लासिफिकेशन किया, अल्फा बीटा एंड द गामा. नीट पीजी एग्जामिनेशन से पहले व्हेन आई कवर्ड ऑल द इमेजेस, उसमें अपन अल्फा बीटा एंड गामा हेमोलिसिस देखा था, एंड वी आल्सो सी द same picture also कि ना that will also it is not obligate, they are facultative aerobes, and obligate का जो है example जो होता है obligate aerobes का, उसका typical example one is the pseudomonas and one is the mycobacterium. These two are the typical obligate aerobes that we have to remember, और उस पे से question पूछा जाता है, ठीक है। और जो typical एरोब्स जो है ऑब्लिगेट स्यूडोमोनास एंड द माइकोबैक्टीरियम, व्हेन आई कवर दैट तब भी मैं याद दिला दूंगी, अभी के लिए याद रखो दे आर टिपिकल ऑब्लिगेट एरोब्स। नाउ अल्फा बीटा एंड द गामा हेमोलिसिस दैट वी टॉक अबाउट इज दैट कि अल्फा हेमोलिसिस क्या होता है, ग्रीन कलर्ड हेमोलिसिस, ठीक है। इसमें अपन को नैरो जोन ऑफ द ग्रीन हेमोलिसिस दिखेगा, व्हाई, बिकॉज इट इज व्हाट एन इनकम्प्लीट हेमोलिसिस, इट इज व्हाट एन इनकम्प्लीट हेमोलिसिस, while beta they are what complete hemolysis, they will show what complete hemolysis, जबकि gamma is what no hemolysis, all right, that is no hemolysis. Now what are the examples that we need to remember for the alpha beta and the gamma, ठीक है। अब अपन alpha की बात करें, what is the organisms that will belong to it is what the, although we'll read about the detailed about every subgroups, but in a concise form, in a table form, that is one is the streptococcus pneumococci and the streptococcus viridans. Streptococcus viridans. Okay. Now next is what the beta. Now beta is further subdivided into group A and the group B. Groups तो बहुत सारे on the basis of the lengths filled. He actually subdivided the beta hemolysis on further subgroups of 21 serotypes, that is from A to W, but I and G are not included. ठीक है, A to W. Now two important subgroups that we need to read is one is the group A and another is the group B. ठीक है। नाउ व्हाट इज द ग्रुप ए, इसमें क्या आएगा, स्ट्रेप्टोकोकस पायोजेंस, एंड ग्रुप बी में स्ट्रेप्टोकोकस ए गैलेक्टी। एंड हमने ए गैलेक्टिक जब पढ़ा था बिफोर एग्जामिनेशन, वी रिमेंबर दिस बाय निमोनिक ए बी एंड सी, दैट इज अ स्ट्रेप्टोकोकस ए गैलेक्टिक बिलोंग्स टू द ग्रुप बी ऑफ बीटा hemolysis and shows the CAM test positive. What is that? We'll see in the detail that it shows the CAM टेस्ट पॉजिटिव। तो बीटा हेमोलिसिस को फर्दर लैंसफिल ने ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ द कार्बोहाइड्रेट सी एंटीजन प्रेजेंट इन द सेल वॉल क्लासिफाई किया था 21 सीरोटाइप्स में एंड ए टू डब्ल्यू। ऑल दीज आर important points, important key questions, so remember this, that is group A belongs to streptococcus pyogenes and group B is the streptococcus agalactium. Now one more thing that we need to remember is that ki they are what bacitracin sensitive. Which one? Group A. Group A is what? Bacitracin sensitive, while the next one is what? They are not bacitracin sensitive, they are resistant. So these are the basic difference. जब group A group B को further differentiate करेंगे तो on the basis of the CAM test we can do, on the basis of the bacitracin we can do. Now what are the important clinical disease that is occurring about the streptococcus pyogenes is what? The sore throat is the fasciitis, scarlet fever, rheumatic fever that we see is it due to what? Streptococcal जो M protein होता है that is responsible. We'll read about that, and the glomerulonephritis. All right. जब Streptococcus agalacti when we'll read, एक तो इसके पास अलग से स्पेशल मीडिया होता है इसके पास, that is the Islam's media. All right, and on this media it will show the orange colored colonies, ठीक है। And what is the agalacti is the disease that is causing is what? The acute and the early and the late neonatal meningitis, जबकि elderly meningitis it is the streptococcus pneumoniae, ठीक है, that will cause the elderly meningitis, जबकि early and late neonatal meningitis is caused by the streptococcus agalacti. All right, now when we come to the non-hemolytic streptococcus, then we are talking about the gamma hemolysis. मतलब गामा hemolytic group, ठीक है, that is the non-hemolytic. All right, that is the gamma subgroup of what? Streptococcus. Now, they are also bacitracin sensitive. They are also bacitracin sensitive. All right, and when we read about the gamma hemolysis, ठीक है, तो उसमें दो further subgroup आते हैं. One is the enterococcal, one is the enterococcal, and another is the non-enterococcal groups. जिसमें streptococcal bovis वगैरह आएगा, that is the non-enterococcal groups. Streptococcal bovis and streptococcal equinus, ठीक है, all this will come under the non-enterococcal, ठीक है. Now what happens is that this gamma hemolysis, they are what? Bile resistance, सब कुछ extreme conditions में all they can grow, that is the, they are bile resistance, they show bile resistance, they can grow up to 40% of the bile, ठीक है, they can grow in even 6.5% of the NaCl, ठीक है, and they can grow in the temperature of more than 45 degree, between 10 to 45 degree and up to 60 degree they can grow, ठीक है. So all the extreme conditions में gamma hemolytic subgroups can grow, that is whether in 40% bile, 6.5% NaCl and temperature more than 45 degrees Celsius. Now we'll talk about the beta hemolysis group, that is the beta hemolytic groups, ठीक है, that is the beta hemolytic groups. Now सबसे पहले से अपन बात करेंगे ग्रुप ए Streptococcus pyogenes. I will recommend you कि आप जब भी पढ़ो just read it how this is group A Streptococcus pyogenes, ताकि confusion ना हो A और B में. तो it is group A Streptococcus pyogenes. Now we read कि group A, B, C and D they all are what? Capsulated. तो ये भी क्या है अपने पास? Capsulated. So they are what? Capsulated. All right. And the typing is done by whom? Typing by Griffith. Also, he also showed about the transformation. ठीक है, typing is done by the Griffith and that too on the basis of the M protein, on the basis of the M protein and further divided into T and R subtypes. T and R subtypes, ठीक है, that is we are talking about the Streptococcus pyogenes. Now they mainly cause respiratory tract infections and they are the only Streptococcus that do not ferment ribose. All right. Culture is easy. Culture one is the blood agar. That is blood agar will they will show the beta hemolysis. That is beta hemolysis. ठीक है, they will show the beta hemolysis and pinpoint hemolysis. दो चीजें हैं. One is the pinhead and pinpoint. Pinhead में, if you can remember, it is, if I remember, I told you pinhead. That is a for A. That is what the staff. ठीक है, staff. And the pinpoint is what? Pinpoint is the next, that is that Streptococcus. ठीक है, दोनों का beta hemolysis, this is how we differentiate. These are what? Pinpoint beta hemolysis. And transport media, very important, is what? The P4P is the Pike's media. P4P is the Pike's media. All right. Now next is what? The selective media is what? The crystal violet ब्लड अगार. क्या क्या चीज पॉइंट्स अपन को याद रखना है? बीटा हेमोलिसिस सबसे पिन पॉइंट शो करेगा, पी फॉर पाइक्स मीडिया एंड द क्रिस्टल वॉयलेट ब्लड अगार. ठीक है. नाउ व्हेन इट कम्स टू द वायरुलेंस ऑफ द स्ट्रेप्टोकोकस, वायरुलेंस सबसे पहले अपन बात करेंगे किसकी? सेल वॉल की. क्यों बात करें अपन सेल वॉल की? क्या है? ग्राम पॉजिटिव ऑर्गेनिज्म है. ग्राम पॉजिटिव में क्या होता है? पेप्टिडोग्लाइकेन and is what? Teichoic acid that strengthens the cell wall and is what? The protective and is a factor for the virulence. And next is was the protein that is present in the cell wall, that is the M protein that we are talking about, and they are what? Anti-phagocytic and anti-complement मेंट्री, ठीक है, जस्ट लाइक ए प्रोटीन ऑफ स्टाफ, स्ट्रेप्टोकोकस में एम प्रोटीन एंड दे आर आल्सो एंटीफेगोसाइटिक एंड व्हाट एंटी कॉम्प्लीमेंट्री, ठीक है। एम फॉर एम दैट इज दे आर एनकोडेड बाय एम जीन। तो क्या क्या इंपॉर्टेंट चीजें हुई, सेल वॉल ऑफ द स्ट्रेप्टोकोकस में तो पेप्टिडोग्लाइकन एंड द टिकोइक एसिड एंड द एम प्रोटीन इज प्रेजेंट दैट इज बोथ एंटीफेगोसाइटिक एंड द एंटी कॉम्प्लीमेंट्री एंड एनकोडेड बाय द एम जीन। एंड सिमिलरली स्टाफ में भी सेल वॉल वाज वन ऑफ द वैलेंस फैक्टर, क्यों, क्योंकि सेल वॉल है तो ग्राम पॉजिटिव, तो सेल वॉल थिक होगी, पेप्टिडोग्लाइकन होगा, टिकोइक एसिड उसमें भी होगा जहां जहां ग्राम पॉजिटिव सेल है। अदर देन दिस द ए प्रोटीन दैट वाज प्रेजेंट देयर एंड वाज हैविंग द एंडोटॉक्सिन लाइक एक्टिविटी, and it is encoded by what the M gene. Now what is the next toxin? The next toxin is what the hemolysin, ठीक है, hemolysin or the streptolysin, hemolysin. And what are the types of the streptolysin? That is O and S, ठीक है। And how we remember for the S, that is it's a hemolysin type S is what, S for S is what the oxygen stable, S for S is what serum soluble, ठीक है। तो S for S is what oxygen stable and the serum soluble. And the hemolysis that is seen by the hemolysin, hemolysis is seen around the surfaces of culture, ठीक है। So hemolysin, streptolysin, that is S we are talking about, streptolysin S की हम बात करें तो S for S it is what oxygen stable, S for S is serum soluble, S for S that is around the surface of the culture, ठीक है। Now when we talk about the streptolysin A, streptolysin A को सबसे पहले हम कहाँ यूज करते हैं, rheumatic fever में, if you remember, तो यहाँ पे 3 R है, जैसे यहाँ पे S था, 3 S था, so here 3 R। ये श्योर आई विल टेकिंग सिंगल टॉपिक अ डे, तो हमरा स्टाफ कवर कर लिया, स्ट्रेप्टोकोकस आई एम कवरिंग, सो दैट इज नॉट एन इश्यू, क्योंकि बैक्टीरियोलॉजी इज व्हाट आई एम सपोज टू कवर अबाउट, देन लेटर अदर टॉपिक्स। सो अभी स्टार्ट हमने बैक्टीरियोलॉजी से ही स्टार्ट किया है, ठीक है। सो दिस इज इम्पॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन, वॉट एवर आई एम टीचिंग राइट नाउ दैट इज आई एम माई सेल्फ राइटिंग डाउन ऑन द बोर्ड, दे आर ऑल द क्वेश्चंस दैट हैज बीन आस्क्ड, ठीक है। सो you're most welcome, मेरा काम यही है। All right, so now next is what, yes I will include MCQs, क्योंकि सिर्फ स्ट्रेप्टोकोकस के MCQ मैंने इंक्लूड नहीं किया, स्टाफ एंड स्ट्रेप्टोकोकस दोनों के मिला के MCQ एक ही सेशन लूंगी, दोनों का सेशन, ताकि स्ट्रेप्टोकोकस एंड स्ट्रेप्टोकोकस के पार्ट्स में कंफ्यूजन होता है, तो दोनों के मिक्स्ड MCQs लूंगे, सो दैट क्योंकि अभी जस्ट स्ट्रैप पढ़ाने के बाद जस्ट क्वेश्चन ले लिया, सो इट्स वेरी ऑब्वियस दैट वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द स्ट्रैप, बट वेयर डज द कंफ्यूजन कम्स इन द एग्जामिनेशन बिटवीन द स्ट्रैप एंड द स्ट्रैप, जैसे कैटलिस्ट टेस्ट किसमें पॉजिटिव है एंड हेमोलिसिस का डिफरेंस क्या है, देयरफॉर मिक्स्ड वी नीड टू डू फॉर द बेटर क्लियरेंस ऑफ द टॉपिक, सो दैट विल आल्सो कवर MCQs। now next we were talking about the streptolysin O. now streptolysin O को अपन कैसे याद करेंगे, by 3R, ठीक है, जैसे अपन ने streptolysin S को याद किया, that is first thing is that it is what oxygen labile, obviously एक stable है तो दूसरा labile होगा। now next is what is the R1 stands for, that it is what, it is active in reduced state, it is active in reduced state, all right. And next is what, they are what only present on the pure culture media, that is within media. Even if you do not remember this, just important to remember, one is that they are active in reduced state, and they are used for, second R is what, they are used for the retrospective diagnosis, second R, ठीक है। अब आपने पढ़ा था रिमेटिक फीवर में भी यूज स्ट्रेप्टोलाइसिन ओ, ठीक है, वी चेक आउट फॉर द टॉक्सिन दैट इज थ्रू रिट्रोस्पेक्टिव एंड दैट वी सी इन द रूमेटिक फॉर, दिस इज द थर्ड आर, ठीक है। सो व्हेन वी टॉक अबाउट द स्ट्रेप्टोलाइसिन एस, one S stands for oxygen stable, another is the serum soluble, another is around the surface of the colonies, यहाँ पे आर है, रिड्यूस स्टेट में होगा, रूमेटिक फीवर में होगा, रिट्रोस्पेक्टिव डायग्नोसिस के लिए होगा. सी दिस इज ऑल्सो इम्पोर्टेंट. सो वी आर डन विद द स्ट्रेप्टोलाइसिन. Also one point, although question इतना नहीं पूछा जाता, but this streptolysin O is also seen in the group G and the group C streptococcus. You can skip this just for knowledge की कभी in case पूछ रहा जाए तो. Now what is the next toxin that we'll talk about now? Cell wall की अपनों ने बात कर ली, M protein की बात कर ली, hemolysin की बात कर ली, and this streptolysin. Now next is what the everyone knows about is streptokinase. Streptokinase. That is the we are talking about the fibrinolysin. Streptokinase. Everyone knows the pharmacological use of the streptokinase. कहाँ पे use करते हैं? Myocardial infarction में. क्यों? क्योंकि ये fibrinolysin है. That is, it will what? Break down the fibrin, cause the lysis, and will it is used where in the MI and used for the thromboembolic events, जहाँ पे हो सकता है thromboembolic events. All right, episodes में thromboembolic episodes and in the myocardial infarction. This we already know. What is the next toxin? Is what very important toxin, that is the pyrogenic toxin or erythrogenic toxin or the scariatic form toxin. ठीक है. Now first point, one thing we already know about this toxin, that this is what a super antigen. सुपर एंटीजन जस्ट लाइक स्टैफ में कौन कौन सुपर एंटीजन थे? एंट्रोटॉक्सिन, एक्सोफोलेटिव टॉक्सिन, पेट की टॉक्सिन, स्किन की टॉक्सिन एंड टॉक्सिक शॉक सिंड्रोम, TSST. ठीक है. यहाँ पे कौन सुपर एंटीजन है? पायरोजेनिक टॉक्सिन. ऑलराइट, pyrogenic toxin. Now the pyrogenic toxin is further of 3 types. ठीक है, that is the A, B and C. But remember the first and the last, they are what the phage mediated, and B के बाद आता है C, that is they are chromosomal mediated. Question has been asked, otherwise wherever it is not needed I never repeat कहाँ पे phage है, कहाँ पे chromosome है, but here once again question has been asked about it कि which subtype of the pyrogenic toxin of streptococcus is phage mediated and which one is chromosome. तो B के बाद आता है C, तो जो ग्रुप सब टाइप बी है वो इट इज क्रोमोसोमल mediated and rest is what the phage mediated, and they are super antigens. We know what super antigens do. They directly activate the T cell, and super antigen forms a bridge between the MHC of APC and the T cell, directly activating the T cell, causing the polyclonal activation of the B cell. Polyclonal, right? Remember the word polyclonal. Sorry. ठीक है, चलो वी आर डन, ऑल्सो डन विद द फोर्थ टॉक्सिन. नाउ नेक्स्ट टॉक्सिन इज व्हाट? डीएनएज. डीएनएज अपने पास स्टैफ में भी था, डीएनएज टॉक्सिन यहाँ पे भी है, एंड इट इज ऑफ सबटाइप्स A, B, C and D. एंड रिमेंबर जहां मैं बोलती हूँ रिमेंबर मतलब क्वेश्चन पूछा गया, ऑल्दो आई जस्ट राइट ओनली द की पॉइंट्स, but remember this, that B is most antigenic. B form of DNA's toxin is most antigenic. All right, and they are what responsible for the streptococcal exudation that we see, and they are also used for the retrospective diagnosis. रिट्रोस्पेक्टिव डायग्नोसिस, देखो वहां पे अपना रिट्रोस्पेक्टिव डायग्नोसिस क्या था? आर 3 R थे, रिड्यूस्ड स्टेज, रिट्रोस्पेक्टिव डायग्नोसिस एंड थर्ड R इज यूज फॉर द रूमेटिक फीवर में. लेकिन यहाँ पे जो अपन रिट्रोस्पेक्टिव डायग्नोसिस कर रहे हैं वो रूमेटिक फीवर के लिए यूज नहीं करते हैं. इन पोस्ट स्ट्रेप्टोकोकल ग्लोमेरुलोनेफ्राइटिस. ऑलराइट, ग्लोमेरुलोनेफ्राइटिस. ठीक है, that is post PSGN, post streptococcal glomerulonephritis. ठीक है, so we are also done with the next toxin, that is DNA. Now one more thing is that ki this DNAs, they also do the liquefaction of the pus, therefore we can use them for the empyema. All right, Now, what is the next toxin and the next enzyme that we are talking about is was a hyaluronidase. Hyaluronidase, और इसको अपन स्प्रेडिंग फैक्टर भी बोलते हैं, इसको अपन स्प्रेडिंग फैक्टर भी बोलते हैं. दैट इज अ hyaluronidase or the spreading factor. From the name itself, that is hyaluronidase will break down what the hyaluronic acid, and they will cause the breakdown of the connective tissue. They will cause the breakdown of the connective tissue, and therefore it is also known the spreading factor कि धीरे धीरे connective tissue को break करके it is spreading. So just named it hyaluronic acid is causing the breakdown of the connective tissue. And this we are done with the toxins of the streptococcus. We talked about DNAs, we talked about the hyaluronidase, streptokinase, streptolysin, all right, or the hemolysin for the same thing, and the types of the streptolysin. We talked about the cell wall, all right, and the super antigen, that is a pyrogenic toxin. Now, the most common disease presentation of the streptococcus is the sore throat. Sore throat. All right. अब अपन एक चीज और देखेंगे कि अपनों ने क्या देखा है कि तो रूमेटिक फीवर में अपन रिट्रोस्पेक्टिव डायग्नोसिस कर रहे थे, एंड आल्सो इन द पीएसजीएन what were seen in the one is the DNAs for the PSGN and the R से R retrospective diagnosis in the rheumatic fever, और R से R कौन से में अपन streptolysin O में. How we remember this, we have already covered that. Now क्यों क्यों ऐसा होता है, क्योंकि जो स्ट्रेप्टोलाइसिन का जो सेल वॉल है, सेल वॉल का जो कार्बोहाइड्रेट है, सेल वॉल का जो एम प्रोटीन है, दे शो द क्रॉस रिएक्टिविटी. जब हमने ऑटोइम्यूनिटी पढ़ा था, वी सॉ दैट मॉलिक्यूलर मिमिक्री इज प्रेजेंट. मॉलिक्यूलर मिमिक्री की वजह से जो एपिटोप जो प्रेजेंट है स्ट्रेप्टोकोकस के सेल वॉल एंटीजन में, दैट इज शेयरिंग इट्स एंटीजेनिक फीचर विद दैट ऑफ द ह्यूमन सेल्स. ऑलराइट, जस्ट इजी वे में याद कर लो कि उसका एंटीजन हमारे एंटीजन जैसा है, तो क्रॉस रिएक्टिविटी हो रही है. ऑलराइट, कहाँ पे that is capsule is cross reactive. The capsule of the streptococcus is cross reactive with the synovial fluid. ठीक है, and the cell wall M protein is cross reactive with the heart cells glycoprotein. Now one is the cell wall carbohydrate is cross reactive with the cells of the heart valves. Therefore, the antibodies that is supposed to act against the streptococcus will act against the heart cells and will show what the infective endocarditis. All right, that we read in about the infective endocarditis. So we are done with the group A, that is group A streptococcus pyogenes. Now we'll talk about the group B streptococcus. Group B, that is what the agalacti. All right, so that is with remembered it by mnemonic A, B, C. That is streptococcus agalacti belongs to the group B and shows the CAM test positive and is also basic. अगर CAM test positive है तो basic tracing resistance है. एक positive है, दूसरा याद रह जाएगा. Now, one important feature about this that they will show culture on the specific media that is selective for the streptococcus B group, that is the Islam's media, and they will show the orange colored colonies. They will show what the orange colored colonies. Next is what the they will cause the neonatal disease. And what we talked about the neonatal disease, that it may be either early or late. देखो अगर अर्ली हो रहा है then it is within 6 days of delivery, and it is obviously early and within 6 days of delivery, तो मतलब it is transferred from the mother. All right, and if it is late then obviously more than 6 days, and it is what community acquired. All right, neonatal this meningitis. Now, when we talk about group B agalacti में यही थे. CAM test हम अपन देखेंगे CAM test क्या होता है, that will see कि CAM test में क्या होता है. Why we are seeing the CAM test? The reason for that is that कि ये कौन सी क्लास को बिलोंग करता है, अल्फा बीटा गामा हेमोलिसिस आपने देखा तो ये बीटा हेमोलिसिस को शो करता है, ठीक है। बीटा हेमोलिसिस में दो चीज थे, पायोजेंस एंड ए गैलेक्टी, ठीक है, बट ए गैलेक्टी शोज द कैम टेस्ट। यहाँ पे अपन क्या करते हैं, एक लॉन्गिट्यूडनल स्ट्रीक लेते हैं, किसकी, स्टैफ की, स्टैफाइलोकोकस ऑरियस। एंड इफ यू रिमेंबर स्टैफ आल्सो बिलोंग्स टू द ग्रुप बी बीटा हेमोलिसिस, ठीक है। लेकिन हमने कैसे याद किया था, स्टैफ में ए आ रहा है तो दे आर शोइंग पिन हेड कॉलोनीज, जबकि स्ट्रेप्टोकोकस विल शो द पिन पॉइंट कॉलोनीज, ठीक है। एक बेसिक डिफरेंस ये था उनके हेमोलिसिस में। नाउ वी हैव इनोकुलेटेड अ लॉन्गिट्यूडनल स्ट्रीक ऑफ द स्टैफ ऑरियस। अब अपनों ने यहाँ पे एक और हॉरिजॉन्टल स्ट्रीक 90 डिग्री पे किसकी डाली है, ए गैलेक्टी की, ग्रुप बी की, ठीक है, ग्रुप बी ए गैलेक्टी। नाउ when we see after some time a zone of the hemolysis in the form of an arrow shape, ऐसा दिखेगा, why? क्योंकि when they both comes in touch with each other, both the colony formation that has comes in touch with each other, दोनों बीटा hemolysis हैं, so they will synergistically act on the blood agar and show the beta hemolysis, so they will show the arrowhead colonies, and this is particularly shown by the A galacti, not by the pyogens. All right. Okay, now next is what we are talking about, the non-enterococcal. Non-enterococcus, ठीक है। नॉन एंट्रोकोकल किस में बिलोंग करता है, एंट्रोकोकल चाहे नॉन एंट्रोकोकल, तीन थे, अल्फा बीटा एंड गामा। अल्फा में तो अपना वीपी था, दैट इज द विरिडेंस एंड द निमोनिया। बीटा में अपना बीटा ग्रुप में ए बी ग्रुप सी थे, ठीक है, एंड टिल डब्ल्यू एंड आई एन जी दे वर नॉट इंक्लूडेड। वाई में अपना एंट्रोकोकस था, मेनली एंट्रोकोकस एंड द नॉन एंट्रोकोकल। तो अपन किसकी बात कर रहे हैं, गामा हेमोलिसिस में नॉन एंट्रोकोकल की बात कर रहे हैं। जस्ट रिमेंबर द क्लासिफिकेशन, ऑर्गेनिजम्स अपने आप याद हो जाएंगे, क्योंकि ऑन द क्लासिफिकेशन इज द मेन, वहां से हेमोलिसिस शुरू हो रहा है, वहां से एक द थिंग यू कैन डू कि एक पन्ने पे क्लासिफिकेशन लिखो एंड यू कैन राइट इट डाउन, जैसे कि विरिडेंस के सामने उसके जो भी फीचर्स होता है, दैट यू स्टिक इट ऑन योर वॉल, और एक ही पेज में स्ट्रैप आ जाए, क्योंकि स्ट्रैप बहुत बड़ा टॉपिक है, बट वी नीड टू रिमेंबर द की पॉइंट्स। फालतू फालतू चीज भी अपन पढ़ते हैं, लेकिन वी डोंट नीड टू रिमेंबर इट इज द एग्जामिनेशन। ऑल्सो इट हैपन्स कि अगर 10 इंपॉर्टेंट लाइन्स हैं तो उसमें से 4 लाइन्स है जो बहुत ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है, सो वी नीड टू कीप दैट इन माइंड एज वेल। नाउ नॉन एंट्रोकोकल की अगर अपन बात करें, ठीक है, तो नॉन एंट्रोकोकल में अपन ने बात की, एक तो स्ट्रेप्टोकोकस बोविस था, Streptococcus equinus, and we have already talked about that it be non-enterococcal or the enterococcal, they are what, they are bile resistance, मतलब गामा हेमोलिसिस डीट स्ट्रेप्टोकोकस है। बाइल हेमोलिसिस भी शो करेगा, 6.5% NaCl में भी ग्रोथ शो करेगा, ऑलराइट, एंड दे विल हाइड्रोलाइज एस्कुलिन, both, this is both for enterococcus and the non-enterococcus, but enterococcus they can also grow on the temperature ranging from 10 to 60 degree and around 45 degrees Celsius, that we'll read further again. Now when we talk about the bovis, they will cause the sepsis, and we read in the infective endocarditis, they cause the infective endocarditis particularly in the colorectal carcinoma patient, and what, and the रेक्टल पॉलिप। इसको याद करना आसान है, क्योंकि अपन बोविस की बात करें, दैट इज समथिंग हमने मिल्क के साथ एक्वायर किया है, कंटेमिनेशन, ठीक है। कोलोरेक्टल कार्सिनोमा हो या रेक्टल पॉलिप हो, उसमें इंटेस्टाइन थोड़ा बहुत भी एक्सपोज हुआ तो जो ऑर्गेनिज्म है वहां से ब्लड के थ्रू हार्ट में चला जाएगा और सेंसिटाइज कर देगा हार्ट सेल्स को। तो इन्फेक्टिव एंडोकार्डाइटिस इन केस ऑफ द स्ट्रेप्टोकोकल बोविस इज सीन इन द कोलोरेक्टल कार्सिनोमा पेशेंट एंड द रेक्टल पॉलिप पेशेंट्स। Easy to remember. Now we'll talk about the enterococcus. कौन से ग्रुप को बिलोंग कर रहा था, गामा हेमोलिसिस, गामा हेमोलिसिस। दे आर ऑल्सो व्हाट, बाइल रेजिस्टेंट। मैंने क्या कहा था कि गामा हेमोलिसिस दे आर ढीट ऑर्गेनिजम्स, उनको फर्क ही नहीं पड़ते, बाइल रेजिस्टेंट है, कितना भी टेम्परेचर हो, टेम्परेचर वाइड रेंज ऑफ टेम्परेचर पे दे विल शो ग्रोथ फ्रॉम 10 to 60 डिग्री अप टू 60 डिग्री, ठीक है। And next is what they will grow in NaCl, that is salt concentration of 6.5%. All right, और इतने ढीठ हैं कि they are what resistant to vancomycin, which is the drug of choice for the streptococcus. vancomycin इतने ढीठ है तो इसलिए इनके लिए drug of choice क्या है? Linezolid. Again important question, linezolid. ठीक है, so easy to remember. They also hydrolyze what? Esculin. All right, done with that. Now एक चीज होता है साइक्रोफाइल्स. साइक्रोफाइल्स, ठीक है. साइक्रोफाइल्स को ऐसे याद करो कि साइकिक ऑर्गेनिज्म है, ठंड में रहना पसंद करते हैं. ठीक है, तो वो एग्जांपल्स में नीड टू रिमेंबर कि नीट में क्वेश्चन आया हुआ है, देयरफॉर नहीं तो मैं आई वुड हैव स्किप्ड दिस. टेम्परेचर से मेरे को याद आ गया. तो साइक्रोफाइल्स, राइट, दैट इज द हेली. यू कैन रिमेंबर दिस कि हेली इज साइको, क्योंकि वो ठंड में रहना पसंद करती है, बिल्कुल ठंड में. ठीक है, टेम्परेचर वेरिएशन वी नॉट नीड टू कौन कितने टेम्परेचर पे रहता है, जस्ट रिमेंबर द ऑर्गेनिजम्स दैट H फॉर हीमोबैक्टीरियम, हीमोबैक्टीरियम. ठीक है, E फॉर एंट्रोकोकस, E फॉर एंट्रोकोकस, Y फॉर यार्सीनिया, Y फॉर यार्सीनिया, एंड L फॉर लिस्टीरिया. अगर आपने मुंबई डायरीज देखी है सीरीज, तो आपको पता वो बेबे को न्यूरोलॉजिकल मैनिफेस्टेशन होते हैं, तो लास्ट में कॉन्कना सेन बोलते हैं कि उसने बाहर का खाना खाया था इसलिए उसको लिस्टीरिया हो सकता है ना. इफ यू हैव सीन दैट, तो उसमें क्या होता है, वहां पे न्यूरोलॉजिकल मैनिफेस्टेशन आने लग जाते हैं अलोंग विद द वॉमिटिंग, एंड द डॉक्टर्स थिंक इट इज जस्ट टू सीक द टेंशन ऑफ द पीपल अराउंड, शी इज जस्ट डूइंग दिस, है ना. But it was due to the listeria because she ate contaminated food that was kept in the refrigerator. So question भी ऐसे आएगा कि listeria पे question आया हुआ है कि food that is what a refrigerated food was served to the person, and he or she started showing the neurological manifestation that is due to the listeria. So it is what a food pathogen that is present in the refrigerated food, and they directly indurate the brain. अब की बार देखो मुंबई डायरीज से, तो डायरीज को तो लिस्टीरिया याद करना. ऑलराइट, नाउ what is one more important thing is that कि they grow on the मैकॉन्की agar. Although अपन जब बात की थी स्ट्रेप्टोकोकस की भी, तो भी बात की थी कि स्ट्रेप्टोकोकस ऑरियस वगैरह जो थे वो मैकॉन्की agar पे ग्रो कर रहे थे, जबकि ग्राम पॉजिटिव को मैकॉन्की agar पे ग्रो नहीं करना चाहिए, बिकॉज मैकॉन्की agar इज फॉर द ग्राम नेगेटिव ऑर्गेनिजम्स. ऑलराइट, एंड दे शो द लैक्टोज फर्मेंटेशन. बट स्ट्रेप्टोकोकस में भी दे वर showing the tiny colonies, ऑलराइट, on the मैकॉन्की agar. Similarly, the streptococcus also shows the growth on the McConkey agar. Please remember this, again important point. And what is the most, we are talking about the enterococcus. What is the most common clinically isolated enterococcus? This is easy, that is the Enterococcus fecalis. Enterococcus fecalis. And what is the drug of the choice? As I told you, vancomycin was the drug of the choice, but resistance has occurred, that is vancomycin resistant enterococcus. Therefore now the drug of the choice is linezolid. All right, ठीक है. Now we'll talk about the Streptococcus pneumococci. We'll talk about the Streptococcus pneumococci. अब इसको कैसे याद करें? स्ट्रेप्टोकोकस, पहले तो बताओ स्ट्रेप्टोकोकस न्यूमोनिका कहाँ पे अपन पढ़ाता है? अल्फा, बीटा एंड गामा हेमोलिसिस. या हाय मुलाई. सो हाउ we are about to end the session. सिर्फ streptococcus pneumococcus बचा है, and if you want to revise the session, see from the starting, वहाँ पे मैंने सब कुछ लिखा हुआ है. All right, so we are talking about the streptococcus pneumococci. यहाँ पे हमने पढ़ा था कि दे आर व्हाट बिलोंग्स टू द वीपी बिलोंग्स टू द अल्फा, दैट इज स्ट्रेप्टोकोकस विरिडेंस एंड द स्ट्रेप्टोकोकस pneumococci, and they are BioQ positive. BioQ positive, that is they are what are bile soluble inulin fermentation. They will show the inulin fermentation. O4, they are optochin sensitive, and Q4, they will show the Killing's phenomena, that is to see the capsule. All right, they will show the capsule and capsule Killing's phenomena, that is pneumococci is BioQ positive. जबकि विरिडेंस दे आर नॉट ऑप्टोचिन सेंसिटिव, दे आर ऑप्टोचिन रेजिस्टेंट. ठीक है, रिमेंबर दिस. Okay, so there was internet connectivity lost in between. ठीक है, now we were talking about the streptococcus pneumococcus, and one more thing I was talking about the pneumococci. ठीक है, that is P4P, that is they, although all the streptococcus are pear shaped and they are present in the chain, but they are specifically present in the pear shape, and that is also known as the lancet shape. Very important shape, they are what, lancet shaped, and a capsule covering is present around them because they are what, they are capsulated. They are what, they are capsulated. All right, they are lancet shaped and they are BioQ positive. We have already read about. And lancet shaped के अलावा they will show the carom coin appearance, और इसको अपन ड्रॉट्समैन अपीयरेंस भी कहते हैं. ड्रॉट्समैन अपीयरेंस भी कहते हैं, कैरम कॉइन अपीयरेंस. एंड व्हेन वी सी द स्लाइड, इसमें क्या होगा कि the growth of the streptococcus is raised above the normal level, and it is due to the presence of the autolytic enzymes, and they disappear further on prolonged incubation. ठीक है, so what are Q positive? They are BioQ positive. They are BioQ positive. They are showing the carom coin appearance. They are showing the Dschott's-Man appearance, and due to presence of the autolytic enzymes, and they further disappear on the prolonged incubation, and they are what, the lancet shaped. All right. तो ये अपन ने लोबार निमोनिया के बारे में पढ़ा था. एंड दे आर बायोसोल्यूबल. एंड व्हाट इज द मोस्ट वायरुलेंट स्ट्रेन ऑफ द pneumococci? It is the serotype 3. All right, and it is the most common for the meningitis in the elderly patient. In the elderly, अपने जब neonate की बात की थी, early and late is what the streptococcus agalacti, but when talk about the elderly, then it is the pneumococci. And it is also the most common cause for the meningitis elderly people with the basilar skull fracture. Again important question. Now when we talk about the pneumococcus, एक चीज हमेशा याद आना चाहिए, अगर क्वेश्चन में दे रखा है splenectomy, क्वेश्चन में दे रखा है the person has gone the splenectomy, then you must indicate, see the answers and exclude कि अपन कहीं streptococcus न्यूमोकोकाई की बात तो नहीं कर रहे, या फिर अपन निजीरिया मेनिंजाइटिस की बात तो नहीं कर रहे, या फिर अपन H influenza, because that three organ after the removal of the splenectomy, the organisms that are very dangerous are the Streptococcus pneumococci, Neisseria, and the H influenza. Now, pneumococcal vaccine is given. Pneumococcal vaccine is given. One is to that the splenectomy has been done. If the splenectomy has been done, or next is that if the person has the HIV, or is person is on the steroids therapy, or any cytotoxic drug, or is person on the hemodialysis person is on hemodialysis if has gone undergone the splenectomy or HIV, steroids, or cytotoxic drugs. All right, but the contraindication to that, contraindication, क्या contraindication pneumococcal vaccine की, that it is not given to children that are below 2 years, that are below the 2 years, but for them the conjugated vaccine is given. The conjugated vaccine is given for those people, conjugated vaccine. All right, and what is the recommended schedule for it? It is the 6, 10, and 14 weeks. 6, 10, and 14 weeks. All right, so we are done with what? We are done with the streptococcus in a way, because मैंने जो लिखा, all these are what the important question. We are done with that. Now we'll discuss about the streptococcal, the theoretical part from the standard books. Now we'll discuss about that. Chalo. Introduction. First, we'll talk about the family streptococcus. They are already, we have talked about this. That is, we have seen that we are talking about, they are what, the catalase negative and the gram positive cocci that is arranged in planes of the chains. And what are the important members? We have streptococcus, हमने classification देख लिया, and they are part of the normal flora. All right, but although the enterococci has been reclassified under the separate family, that is the enterococci, but we can study with the streptococcus, not a problem. Now when we talk about what, when we see about the streptococcus, now this is the streptococcus, that is they are present in the chains, they are present in the chains. Now coming to history, he Bill Roth coined the term streptococcus. Now classification, when we come to the classification, we have already read about the alpha, beta, and gamma hemolysis. Those who have just joined the class can actually watch from the starting. From the starting, I've covered all the important points by writing it by myself. Now we're covering about the theoretical part for the college students as well. Now classification, nothing new will be added now. I will just revise it and read it. Now, classification. We just saw the alpha, beta, and gamma hemolysis on the horse blood agar, and alpha was the green incomplete hemolysis, beta was complete, and gamma was non-hemolysis. And what were the subgroups of the alpha? That was B and P, that is viridans and the pneumococci. All right, and P4 bio-Q positive, that was bile soluble, inulin fermentation, optogen sensitive, and the Culling's reaction, because streptococcus is uncapsulated, but ABCD groups of the beta hemolysis and the pneumococci, they are what? Capsulated. Next is the beta hemolysis. It is due to the complete lysis of the RBCs. Then is the gamma hemolysis, that is there is no hemolysis surrounding the zone. This is the alpha, beta, and gamma hemolysis, pneumococci, and viridans. Like they are mutants, that is the mutants and the sanguines for the classification. And what is that? we remember pneumococci by BioQ positive, that is the optogen sensitive inulin fermentation and Culling's reaction due to the presence of the capsule, and B4 bile soluble, and everything will be reversed for the viridins. Pyogens and A galacti, how we remembered A galacti by A, B, and C, that A galacti belongs to the group B and will show the CAMP test positive. Alright, and pyogens, just remember one thing, that they are bacitracin sensitive, and the A galacti is by A, B, C group. This A galacti belongs to group B and shows the CAMP test positive. Enterococcus, that is what we are talking about, the Enterococcus faecalis and the Enterococcus faecium. Now this is the same alpha, beta, and gamma. This is the green zone of hemolysis. This is the complete zone, and this is no hemolysis. All right. Now Lansfield grouping, that when we talked about the beta hemolysis, on the basis of the carbohydrate C antigen that is present in the cell wall of the streptococcus was further subdivided into 21 serotypes. All right, that is from the A to W, A to W except I and J. All right, now Griffith typing. The Griffith typing is done for the further subtyping of the Streptococcus pyogenes, and genotypic, no need to read that. Streptococcus pyogenes, P4P, that is what is the transport media, Pike's media. We read about it, P4P, that is the Pike's media, and it is the only species under the group A. And what we need to remember, they are bacitracin sensitive. All right, and it is associated with the Namek pyogens, that is the suppurative infections. And what were the important infections we read about? The scarlet fever, rheumatic fever, glomerulonephritis, all right, and the pharyngitis, fasciitis. Violence factor one is the cell wall itself, with gram positive have a thick cell wall, peptidoglycan, teichoic acid, and the antigen is the M protein, similar to that of the A protein present in the streptococcus. All right, and M protein is further subdivided into T and R, that is MTR. Teichoic acid also, carbohydrate C antigen, and the M protein. All these are cell wall antigens that will add to the virulence of the streptococcus. Now another is the other cell wall proteins, that is we are talking about the fimbriae, and we are talking about the F factor, that is M protein associated protein, fimbriae, and the F factor. Capsule, some strains of the group A are capsulated. We are talking about the streptococcus pneumococci, that they are capsulated. इसके अलावा A, B, C, D of group this beta hemolysis. All right. These strains will produce the mucoid colonies, and capsule, we know it is antiphagocytic, but they are not antigenic. It helps to colonize the pharynx, hyaluronic acid binding protein. So they will colonize, form the mucoid colonies. They will form the mucoid colonies. And we know that the Streptococcus pneumococci is actually causing what? The lobar pneumonia. They are causing the lobar pneumonia, and they will cause the mucoid colonies. Please remember, mucoid colonies. M protein, it is what? Antiphagocytic as well as the anti-complementary. Why? Because it inhibits the opsonization by phagocytosis, and antibody to M protein is protective and promotes the phagocytosis. It's complex with the fibrinogen as well, and they are cross reactive. We know that they are cross reactive. What were the cross reactives? Cell wall was cross reactive. Cell wall का कार्बोहाइड्रेट, सेल वॉल का कार्बोहाइड्रेट हार्ट की वैल्स के साथ क्रॉस रिएक्टिव है. सेल वॉल का एम प्रोटीन हार्ट के एंटीजन के साथ क्रॉस रिएक्टिव है also, and the capsule is cross reactive with the synovial fluid. All right, they are myocardial antigen cross reactive and plays an important role of the in the rheumatic fever. और rheumatic fever में अपन कौन सा antigen toxin देख रहे थे? This enzyme, that is streptolysin or toxin. This we remembered by the 3R, that is active in the reduced state, retrospective diagnosis in rheumatic fever. Now, toxins, that is one is the hemolysin that we talked about, the hemolysin, streptolysin O and S. S के सब कुछ SS था, ऑक्सीजन स्टेबल था, सीरम सॉल्युबल था और along the surface of the colonies. O के लिए 3 R था, reduced state में active था, rheumatic fever में retrospective diagnosis, and they can damage the membrane of neutrophils and the platelets. Now moving next. ठीक है. Now moving next is the streptococcal pyrogenic exotoxin. सबसे important thing we need to remember that it is what? It is an super antigen. And why super antigen induce the inflammatory reaction and the fever? Therefore, the name has been given as the pyrogenic. And it can be further be subdivided into the S, P, A, B, and the C. And they are what? Bacteriophage encoded. We need to remember that A, B, C था, जिसमें से ऊपर और नीचे वाला क्या था? Phage coded. We remember this. B के बाद आता है C. That is the B is chromosomal encoded. All right. Like staphylococcus toxins, they also act as T cell mitogens and directly induce the T cells and polyclonal activation of the B cells, causing what? The super antigen activity. This is again the table, streptolysin O and S. O is for oxygen labile, it is S for stable, and they are weak and they are destroyed. Don't, this is not, we need to remember. We need to remember triple S, that is oxygen stable, serum soluble, and along the surface. And 3 are for streptolysin O. Now, streptokinase we use in pharma, where for the myocardial infection and for the embolic episodes to break down the fibrin. Now, it activates the plasminogen to plasmin, that is breaking down the fibrin barrier and therefore facilitating the spread of the infections. All right, they can be used again. We also saw that where they can be used in the retrospective diagnosis also. And therapeutic use, we know where to use for the thromboembolic episodes and for the MI. Now coming to the DNase, where the first most important thing about the DNase is that the DNase is used for the retrospective diagnosis of the post-streptococcal glomerulonephritis, and it breaks down the DNase and helps in liquefying the thick pus like in empyema, and therefore may be responsible for the exudation of the streptococcus. That is very important. Streptococcal streptococcal exudase, like they can be, what is the use? Since the DNase can break down and liquefy the pus, they can be used in the empyema cases. All right, for the therapeutic use. And the subtypes, they have 4 further subtypes. What is the most antigenic? As again question, B is the most antigenic. What is the diagnostic use? As I told you, इसके 3 चीज इंपॉर्टेंट है. बी सबसे ज्यादा एंटीजेनिक है, एक्सुडेशन कराता है और एम्पाइमा में यूज कर सकते हैं इसको. और सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट इज द रेट्रोस्पेक्टिव डायग्नोसिस ऑफ द पोस्ट स्ट्रेप्टोकोकल ग्लैमरुलोनेफ्राइटिस. All right, say they can be used for the retrospective diagnosis, particularly the skin infections and acute glomerulonephritis, where ASO titer is what? Low. Now, what are the others? Hyaluronidase, that is will break down the hyaluronidase in the hyaluronic acid in the connective tissue. And next is what? This DNase, that is what? The serine protease and other enzymes. These are other enzymes. Now, clinical manifestations, they can produce both suppurative and the non-suppurative conditions. And the throat, as I told you, sore throat is the most common clinical presentation. What is that? Sore throat. All right. Suppurative infections, mainly the respiratory tract infections. It is the most. Pyogens is the most. When we read about the pyogens, we saw that the pyogens is the mainly responsible for the RTIs, all respiratory tract infections, and the this pharyngitis and the nasal fasciitis and the scarlet fever. And it rarely causes other respiratory infections such as the scarlet fever. It causes very low. Now, when we're talking about the superficial and the skin infections, that is the impetigo. All right, it is also the superficial infection of the skin that is caused by the group A streptococcus. That is, we are talking about the streptococcus pyogenes, and the risk factors will be those young children and the tropical environments, the poor hygiene and the minor trauma that will lead to the uh, um, carrier through the blood. Now, most common sites involved are the face, mouth, nose, and the leg. Individual lesions begin as the red papules and evolve quickly with the vesicles and then the pustular lesions. Now, cellulitis, it is also involves the skin and the subcutaneous tissues. Erysipelas, that is, it is a form of cellulitis that is tender and the swollen and giving a de-orange texture. All right, and mainly found on the face and the lower extremities, and reoccurrence is common and occurs after many years. This is a streptococcal pyogenes infections, that is a suppurative and the non-suppurative disease. Just remember the most important is the sore throat, the pharyngitis and the nasal phagiitis, इसके अलावा rheumatic fever and the scarlet fever. All right, rheumatic fever, PSGN, RHD, all right, and the pharyngitis. These are the most important. Cellulitis, all right, necrotizing fasciitis, and these three. Deep soft tissue infections, necrophagy is also known as the hemolytic streptococcal gangrene, and involves both the superficial layer as well as the deep layer. And what is the source? The source may be traumatized skin. The source may be what? Traumatized skin. All right, or it may be the GIT tract breach, that is a gastrointestinal tract breach. It may be traumatized skin, or it may be the GIT tract breach, maybe due to the abdominal surgery or involving the flora. Now, when we are talking about the necrotizing fasciitis, we know the sources, and there's gastrointestinal breach that is responsible, and the G gas is the most common cause, accounting for that is a group A streptococcus. Streptococcus pyogenes is the most common cause for the necrotizing fasciitis. When we read about the pharyngitis, we read about that pharyngitis, sore throat, and necrotizing fasciitis are mainly caused by the streptococcus pyogenes, and onset may be both acute and the rapid with the severe pain. All right, when we are talking about the necrotizing fasciitis, it is what a painful condition. It is what a painful conditions, and mainly by the serotype 1 and 1 and 2. Patient will present with the fever and the chills and the toxic appearance, in contrast to cellulitis, where skin appearance is more abnormal but tenderness is not there. Now, skin becomes dusky after some time and develop the mottled erythema and the anesthetized with extensive necrosis. ठीक है. So bacteriema that we are talking about, streptococcal bacteriema occurs secondary to the necrotizing fasciitis, and it rely with the pharyngitis or cellulitis or the pneumonia, and it leads to the various focal infections, including the endocarditis, arthritis, and the osteomyelitis. What is toxic shock syndrome? That is the group A streptococcus, that is we are the streptococcus pyogenes, will produce several pyrogenic toxin, that is super antigens, and will cause the soft tissue infections such as the necrotizing fasciitis. In contrast, the majority with they are TSST are bacteremic, and it includes the isolation of the streptococcus pyogenes with hypotension with multi-organ environment, because toxic shock syndrome is in what it is, what an emergency condition, and it is what causing what the hypotension, inflammatory reactions, and the multi-organ involvement. Next is the puerperal sepsis. Now, they being colonizer of the female vagina, they are often associated with the infectious complication of the childbirth, usually endometritis, and the group B streptococcus, they are more common to cause the puerperal sepsis. We know that the group B, when we talk about the group B, we are talking of the streptococcus agalacti, and it is responsible for causing the early and late neonatal meningitis. All right. Now coming to non-suppurative, the streptococcal antigen shows molecular mimicry with the human antigens. We know this, and due to the antigenic cross-reactivity, antibodies produced against the previous, they can cross-react with the human tissues to produce the lesions. And this account for the number of the non-suppurative disease. That is, one is the rheumatic fever, and another is what the PSGN. In the was the PSGN. That is, another are the gutted psoriasis, reactive arthritis, and the PANDAS. Please remember PANDAS, that is caused by the pediatric autoimmune neuropsychiatric disorder associated with the streptococcus pyogenes. All right, we need to remember this, that one is the acute rheumatic fever, PSGN, and the pandas. क्योंकि pandas पे क्वेश्चन पूछा गया, that pandas are caused by something like this. It's a pediatric autoimmune neuropsychiatric disorder that's associated with the streptococcus. Next is what the acute rheumatic fever that we are talking about, and they occur in people previously infected with the streptococcus sore throat as a result of the autoimmune reaction. It is a multi-system disease causing the valvular damage and the neurological manifestations. All right, and the antibodies we see is what the anti-streptolizin O antibodies that are raised. And when we talk about the PSGN, we check about the DNA's level, and we do the retrospective study, and typically occurs in the children after the streptococcal pyoderma, that is after the sensitivity has taken place for the antigen, characterized by the lodging of the antigen antibody complex on where, on the बेसमेंट मेम्ब्रेन पे अटैचमेंट होगा किसका, एंटीजन एंटीबॉडी कॉम्प्लेक्स का, आफ्टर द चिल्ड्रन हैड द पायोडर्मा. All right, and we already discussed that we will see for the raised DNAs, anti-DNAs, anti-B, and anti-DNAs, antibodies. Now next is what the epidemiology. Now humans are the natural reservoir because they are present in the natural flora, and they are affecting all the age groups. All right, disease in neonates is uncommon due to protective maternal antibodies. Pharyngitis is common, and outbreaks will occur with people having the close contacts and the military guys. Now, coming to the specimen, directive smear microscopy, we see what the gram-positive foci that are arranged in pairs. Culture on the blood agar, we'll see the beta zone of hemolysis, but what is important? Pinpoint colonies. Selective media is what? Crystal violet blood agar, and identification is that they are what? Catalase negative, and we are talking about the pyogens. They are what? Bacitracin sensitive. All right. Typing, Lensfield typing shows group A streptococcus pyogens, and group A, they are serology will show the anti-ASO's type titer and the DNA's titer increased. All right. Laboratory diagnosis, ठीक है. Now depends on the specimen collection, that is of the pus, exudates, and the blood. All right, laboratory diagnosis will show the specimens of the pus, exudates, and the blood. For blood culture, blood is inoculated in the blood culture. In case of the pharyngitis, throat swabs are useful. On the direct smear, we'll see what the gram-positive cocaine chains of 0.5 to 1 micrometer. However, direct microscopy is not that useful. For the culture, we inoculate in certain medias to inoculate for 37 degrees Celsius overnight in presence of 5 to 10% of the CO2. All right, that is they are needing 5 to 10% of the CO2, and Streptococcus pyogenes is fastidious, that will not grow on the McConkey agar and basal media like on the peptone water. It grows only in enriched media, and the blood agar will show the pinpoint colonies. Selective media we've already seen is the crystal violet agar. Now, to see the microscopy on the hanging drop preparation, they are non-motile because they are cocci. They are what? Catalase negative. Alright, they are what? Catalase negative, and they are bacitracin sensitive. That is, we'll see that in that of the disk diffusion test, that a zone of the inhibition will be present. That is, they are bacitracin sensitive. Automation can also be done for the diagnosis. Now this is a bacitracin sensitive, and the CAM test we remember A, B, C, that group A galactic belongs to the group B and is what? CAM positive and therefore bacitracin resistant. दूसरा वाला उल्टा हो जाएगा अपने आप. Landspring grouping, they are classified on the basis of the carbohydrate C antigen. All right, that is Landsfront grouping extremely useful, and the beta human receptor are grouped on the serological based carbohydrate C antigen, and they are further classified on the basis of two methods. One is phenotypic and the genotypic, जिसमें अपन EMM we do the EMM typing. Now, ASO antibodies, the ASO titer is elevated in most of the streptococcal infections, and it is detected by the latex agglutination test. Anti-DNase antibody, that is more than 300 to 350 IOU per ml, and for ASO more than 200 IU per ml. Please remember the level that anti-streptolysin O antibodies more than 200 IU per ml, and anti-TNase antibodies more than 300 to 350 IU per ml. AST, that is to perform the disk diffusion test, also known as the Muller's Hilton agar, that is added with the 5% of the sheep blood, chocolate agar. All right, and by automated decision method by the microbroth dilution, and resistance is not reported yet. However, failure to penicillin treatment may occur, and drug of the choice is what? The vancomycin. Non-compliance if discontinued after 10 days of full beta-lactamase produced by the normal, that is the Moraxella. Now, treatment shortens the clinical syndrome. However, the treatment doesn't reduce the risk of the PSGN. The PSGN is due to the sensitivity, so this will not depend upon the treatment. Now, next is what the other beta hemolytic is the group B, that is a Streptococcal agalacti, and is present in 5 to 40% of the vaginal flora. Therefore, is the cause for the early neonatal meningitis in the children within 6 days of delivery. ठीक है. Infection can lead to the peripartum fever and the endometritis, and group B has not been a major cause of the neonatal sepsis and the meningitis. Infection in adults generally involve the adult and the underlying chronic disease, that is with the malignancy or other diabetes, and common infections are what? The cellulitis and the soft tissue infections. Group B has a capsular polysaccharide. All right, we have talked about the group, that group A, B, C, and D, they all are capsulated. When we talk about the laboratory diagnosis, CSF culture is the mainstay. Why? Because neonatal meningitis takes place, and it is what? Also catalase negative. All right, and the colonies will be beta hemolytic, beta hemolytic, and they will be camp positive factor, that is the Christy Atkins Munch Peterson. Christian Atkins Munch Peterson. Right. Can test how we do. We have seen Staphylococcus if we perpendicular will put down the streak of this agalacty and will show the narrow zone of the hemolysis due to synergistically acting on the blood agar. They are bacitracin resistant, and this can be confirmed by the Lancefield serogrouping and automation. Next, group C and the group D is what the this Egalecti equimilis, all right, and it carries both C and G antigens. This is the most common species to infect humans, cause pharyngitis, UTI, and this Streptococcus equate carries group C antigens. All right, diagnosis, they also produce the beta hemolytic colonies, and penicillin is a drug of the choice. When we come to the group F, they are also called as the minute streptococci. They grow poorly on the blood agar, and they is an alpha hemolytic strain. Group F. All right, and the antibodies, patients, it has been used to diagnose primary atypical pneumonia, also caused by the mycoplasma pneumonia. All the group F and group C and G, they are not that important. Now coming to the group D, they is comprising what the enterococci and the non-enterococci. Now they are gram positive with the lipoticoic acid or salvol to hoga ही होगा, and they are more susceptible to penicillin. They doesn't grow in the presence of the in the presence of the 6.5% of the salt, and they are less pathogenic. They are not a part of the human intestinal this flora. Now compared to the enterococcus that we talked about, non-enterococcal, they doesn't grow in the 6.5% NaCl, jabki enterococcus they grow on the 6.5% of the NaCl, and non-enterococcal is less pathogenic than that of the enterococcal. All right, just 2-3 slides more, then the session is about to end now. All right. Enterococcus and the other streptococcal principally cause infections, and the enterococcus, it is what, and non-hemolysis or the gamma hemolytic is a normal flora of the human intestine. All right, and the enterococcus is what? Enterococcus, we know that it is causing infections including the UTI and the meningitis. When we talk about the viridans, we have already talked about the streptococcal viridans, that is the part of the alpha hemolytic, and they are also found in the forming a part of the subacute endocarditis in those valves that are already damaged. All right, when we're talking about streptococcus pneumococci, they are also alpha hemolytic and are causing what? The lobar pneumonia. इसके अलावा they also cause the otitis media and the sinusitis and the otitis media. They are causing what? The sinusitis and the otitis media. Now, okay, so we are done with the session now. We talked about the streptococcus, the alpha, beta, and gamma. What was the most important? The classification was the most important for the alpha, beta, and the gamma hemolysis, and how we on the horse blood agar. So and what were the capsulated forms, alpha, A, B, C, D, and the this pneumococcal, they are capsulated. How we checked for the pneumococci, it was the BioQ positive. All right, so we are done with the today's session. I will see you in the next class. In the next class, we'll just cover the MCQs of the streptococcus and the staphylococcus. All right. So thank you so much. If there are any query, you can let me know, and we'll cover the images of the streptococcus, staphylococcus, and the MCQs of the Streptococcus and the Staphylococcus. So see you in the next session. Take care and bye bye. And those who have not yet started the preparation for the NEET 2022 PG, they can start the preparation as soon as possible. Those who are in doubtful conditions कि पेपर अच्छा नहीं गया क्योंकि इस बार पेपर जल्दी होगा तो टाइम कम है, so you need to prepare it early. So I will see you in the next session, or until that, take care and bye bye.